I'm like the crypt keeper. Why couldn't you have just raised your hand to ask a tedious question already answered in the course syllabus, like everyone else? Of course, it's a law of the universe that all matter succumbs to entropy and decay over time. But why does it have to show on my face? I'm not vain. It's the visual reminder of my mortality I take umbrage with. Why couldn't you have just raised your head? I'm not vain. It's... Of course, If you want to get my attention, I would much rather you raise your hand, or make an appointment to meet with me during my scheduled office hours. I am too young to be going gray already. This is all down to that no-good, sleazy clod, Dean Hoff, and the unnecessary stress he put me through. Ipso facto, if stress is what's causing me to age prematurely, and my aging prematurely is causing me to feel more stressed... Oh, no! Yes, what is it? Do you have a question? Preferably about the course material this time. This is going right where I put all my world's best teacher mugs. In a box labeled thrift store donations. Some days there simply just isn't enough coffee in the teacher's lounge. The old wives' tale asserts that if I pluck this gray hair, then 2 more will sprout in its place. Luckily for me, old wives' tales have no basis in actual science. Why couldn't you have just... Some days there's... The old wives' tale asserts that I still have half a mind to keep you after class, you cheeky little confection. You wouldn't consider that a punishment. We'll see about that. I can't believe your attention wandered like that during my very stimulating lecture. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. Some days they're simply just... You're very sweet, but I don't give out grades for effort. Maybe an early retirement with my stacks of settlement money isn't such a bad idea after all. Having taken the time to set my feelings aside and assess this situation more analytically, it seems unfair of me to hold you responsible for a natural process which you merely observed. And further to that conclusion, so what? So what if I'm showing outward signs of aging? My sexual vibrancy is not limited by the melanin deposits in my hair, and as a scientist, I'll prove it. It's traditional to make an offering of an apple when greeting one's teacher, but in my case, a coffee with a generous splash of Irish cream wouldn't go amiss. Oh, is this the sort of thing one usually gifts to their young, sexy professors? Because I swear I've seen something like this in a retirement-aged colleague's office. According to the principles of time dilation, if only I were moving at a sufficient speed, then my rate of aging, relatively speaking, would decrease. Of course, the velocity required to produce a noticeable effect is well beyond our current technology. Also, I might get motion sickness. Albert Einstein's gray hair never seemed to negatively impact his viability as a romantic or sexual partner for his numerous and varied paramours. Students are always asking me how they can improve their grade. You're the first to ask how to improve my day. You were a good student. Other than that one notable exception, you weren't disruptive in class, and you didn't fall asleep even once. So, I suppose what I'm saying is, you're welcome to sit in on my classes again if you like. I won't even charge you tuition. Of course you can carry my books. I should warn you, though. The average physics text has a noticeable force of gravitational attraction with the Earth. That is to say, they're heavy AF. It's a good thing I always carry my pointer, because I just couldn't resist that perfect opportunity to tell you about the moon's gravitational interaction with the Earth. But of course you're right. The moonlight was very pretty too. Oh, why this is lovely, but it's too much, really. I couldn't possibly accept. Well, if you insist. There are days I want to debate the limitations of time travel within the framework of Einstein's theory of special relativity. And then there are days I want to watch a sexy TV show about going back in time and falling in love with a shirtless warrior. Sometimes they are the same day. Would you believe it? One time someone tried to pick me up by saying they were a scientist too. When I asked what discipline, they told me mixology. So I got them to make me a drink before I turned them down. Not a bad martini, actually. The latest issue of my subscription to Communications in Mathematical Physics should be waiting for me when I arrive home today. I wonder who's on the cover this week. I can hardly wait to find out. Oh, why flip that tassel on your proverbial cap, because you've graduated to the friend zone. That means you're invited to campus pub nights, but not the more intimate social occasions I host in my private residence. At least, not yet. Just the person I wanted to see. I wanted to bounce some ideas for my next lecture off of you. Although now that I'm looking at you, I have a different kind of bouncing in mind. Sunbathing by the pool is lovely, but by the beach is better. And having you there by my side, well, that was the best. Oh, why this is the latest issue of... I'd love to hear your thoughts on string theory versus loop quantum gravity. Alternately, you can describe in detail all the things you'd like to do to my body. The choice is yours. The latest issue... People are always asking me whether I'm a white wine or red wine kind of woman. What a question. Can't there be a unifying theory of fermented grape drinking? I've always loved to curl up with a good glass of wine and a 1,000-page book of cutting-edge theoretical physics. But lately I've been burning for someone to share it with. Could it be you? Oh dear. Why is it that every time I see you, I wind up so tongue-tied I worry I won't recover in time to teach my next class? Just because I was cold on our tour doesn't mean my scarf was useless. It served as a perfect real-life demonstration of Bernoulli's principle. This is so cute! I mean, my regards for this thoughtful token of your affection. You make me think there might be more to life than what can be quantifiably observed in reproducible laboratory conditions. An intelligent woman is one who knows her own mind, knows what she wants, and what I want is you. It's not fair. I tried to picture my lecture hall naked in order to calm my nerves, but all I could think about was you. That didn't calm me down at all. Did you accidentally magnetize yourself in the lab? Because I'm suddenly finding myself rather attracted to you. You, me, a picnic lunch behind the bleachers. What do you say? That film contained an insulting amount of flawed science. And yet, every time an improbable plot twist occurred, your hand would casually brush against mine in the popcorn bucket, thus shorting out my higher brain function and causing me to forget why I was annoyed. Whether or not you were doing that on purpose, I liked it a lot. The new dean gifted me a bottle of top-shelf, very expensive scotch, and I can't think of anyone I'd rather share it with than you. I was so laser-focused on becoming a tenured professor before 30 that all I did was work, work, work. Even once I achieved my goal, I found it hard to switch off. It was like the part of me that was fun-loving and spontaneous had atrophied from disuse. Then I texted you, and that all changed. You helped me be me again, gray hair or not. Thank you. Feel free to compliment me whenever you feel like it. The old guard establishment may be loath to admit it, but flattery will get you everywhere in academia, and with me specifically. I may be a tenured professor, but looking at you makes me feel like a giddy schoolgirl again. My cheeks flush, my heart beats in my ears. I feel the sensation colloquially referred to as butterflies in my stomach. My mind's been working overtime today. No, not untangling string theory. Coming up with excuses to see you. Oh, Oh my! Thank you. Did I get caught up in my research and forget another special occasion again? I wouldn't mind if you fell into my gravity well, if you know what I mean. In physics, there are certain fundamental physical constants that define our universe. The speed of light in a vacuum, Newton's gravitational constant, the mass of particles. But I'd propose one more. The rate of growth in my affection for you. We could call it the marshmallow constant. I need a day off. Do wayward students still pull the fire alarm unnecessarily? Would you like to? I think it's long past time we make this thing between us official. So, I want you on my arm as my permanent +1 at academic functions from now on. Deal? When I'm with you, I feel vibrant and attractive, and on the cusp of a bright future, just as I am. Careful now! Too much squirming and I might pop a garter. Want to stay after class and help me clean the erasers? Yes, I realize traditional chalkboards haven't been in use at most reputable institutions for at least a decade. Just play along. It's funny. Now I'm looking forward to going gray with you.